Hello there, welcome to the new office. I've been working so much here recently with a bunch of new projects, so there's just gear everywhere, and it was time to clean up. Recently bought a new light from Small Rig, so I've been testing it out around here, around the house before I take it to a job, and it seems to be working really well. It's priced really well, it's not too expensive, and it's not one of those cheap ones, so I hope it will become a permanent solution to what I'm doing. Anyway, so welcome to the new office. This is officially the first video that is shot in this office since I kind of relayed it out. Before, over here, there was just a wall, nothing. And now that's where the computer is with the Mac Studio Max. I haven't had a lot of time to record videos here recently just because of so much going on, but today is a good time. This has been a new setup that I've been using for a while, and I kind of like it. It's a little different of an angle, and it gives me another angle to shoot at, which is the backdrop back there. It's been different, but it's been cool. So Katelyn has been sick for a couple of days now. Recently, we've been to 2 graduation parties, and we've been to the lake, and we've been somewhere else for like 3 days in a row. And she's been running a fever, snotty nose. So we don't know if it's her teeth coming in or she caught something from somebody. Kind of relate to what this video is going to be about, which is giving the gift of health to life. Being a dad is really weird because the last 2 days she has been uncomfortable, she's been snotty, she can't breathe, and she just wants to rest. And I just want her to rest. And every time she's screaming and stuff like that, it just makes me hurt my heart for her. A while ago, I was taking care of her, and she was just screaming and screaming. It was her nap time, and she hadn't been sleeping well the last 2 days. And I prayed, I was like, Lord, just let her sleep. And she slept really well, and she's still sleeping after her bottle. So let's hope that the sleeping is helping her body fight whatever it is that she's got and feels better for the afternoon. So every night before Katelyn goes to sleep, we would read a book to her. She is now almost 6 months old, so do you really want to read a book to a 6 months old baby girl? I don't know, but we've been doing it, and she may not understand that what we're doing, but it starts a habit, and it starts a tradition that every night we can read to her before she goes to bed. And that was important to me, to have a routine that we get into. While she does not understand whatever it is that we're reading to her, she knows that, hey, we're reading a book, and she just gets really interested because she wants to turn the pages and she wants to grab the book, and most of all, she wants to put it in her mouth. That is the biggest thing. Part of what we read to her every night is a prayer book, and one of the prayers that was in the book says, "What can I give him, poor as I am? If I was a shepherd, I'd give him a lamb." You're probably sitting there like, why is John reading me a poem? You know, what's going on? Well, there's a story to this. If you know my story, I've been in the United States for 17 years now, going on 18 years. And I haven't been back to Vietnam for a long time. So every time somebody that I know or in my family go to Vietnam to visit, I would send stuff to my parents and my brothers and my aunt and stuff like that over there, whatever I can. When I was younger and had no money, I sent a little less. Now that I work and make money, I try to send a little more. However, unlike the stories of a lot of Vietnamese people in the United States where they have to send lots and lots of things to Vietnam because their family don't have anything over there, my family owns a business and they are somewhat self-sustaining, so they don't need anything. Everything we send is just a luxury. So anyways, that got me thinking, what do you send somebody who is mostly self-sustaining, who can just buy what they need when they need it? After the last 2 years that we had here throughout the world with COVID and Omicron and Delta and whatever other variants there are, I decided to send them the gift of health. So what does that even mean, the gift of health? So as people get older, their body needs more nourishment. And as the world has been the last 2 years with all of these issues going on, COVID and everything, health, immunity, energy can't be any more critical. And one thing I know for sure is that third world countries like Vietnam and all that do not have the healthcare systems that we do have here, do not have the medical assistance that we have here. And even in a country like the United States, where we have the best healthcare system in the world, we still have millions and millions of people who got sick and or died of COVID over the last few years. In a country like Vietnam where people work 13, 14, 15, 16-hour days, they sometimes don't eat or doesn't eat enough to get the nourishments, the energy, the health that we get here in the United States. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do for my family over there. And since COVID first started, one thing that Margaret and I has always done is make sure that we are up on our vitamin C, up on our iron, and even till today, we take our vitamins daily. If you come to our home, we have those bottles sitting around and we make sure that we take them. So that's exactly what I decided to do. I'm gonna send my family the gift of health, nourishment, and immunity. What does that even mean? How do you send energy and immunity and all that? What I decided to do is to send them a bunch of vitamins. Vitamin C, calcium, multi for women, for my mom, skin, hair, and nails for my brother, because he's a pretty boy. Multi for men for my dad. The reason I want to send them vitamins and all that is because it's one way that I could help protect their health. One thing I learned from my job is we're not absorbing enough vitamins and nutrients that our body needs to function and fight back all these bad bacteria. Sending them stuff like multivitamin should help them boost their daily intake, whatever it is that they're not consuming enough while they're working. Sending vitamin C and zinc should help them boost their immune system, because we don't know what's coming up next. Then, also sending them some pictures of Margaret and me and the baby for them to have, to share. They said that my mom likes to share about the green baby every time anyone comes to the store. That's it. That is the gift of health to life. So you might be wondering, well, John, can't they just get it over there on their own? Well, I don't know. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. One, it's pretty expensive to buy vitamins like that. Two, it may not be readily available. So for stuff like zinc and vitamin C, where we're still short here in the United States, I doubt that they can have that over there. So it's the least that I could do for them from this side of the world, send them something that can protect them, help them boost their immunity, and help them boost up their health where they can fight whatever's coming their way next. And also, even if they can buy them and where it is available, it's pretty darn expensive, as you might know, going to the store to buy vitamins. So they may not can afford it for everybody. So it's the least that I could do for them. Anyways, I think it'll be a nice treat for them. It's a pleasant surprise that they don't know it's coming, and it's just gonna show up in the mail one day. They don't know if I'm mailing it or when I'm mailing it. It's gonna take 10 or 15 days to get there, and I think they'll be pretty surprised. The funny thing is the shipping cost is gonna be more expensive than the vitamins themselves, but it is what it is. One of the questions I get asked all the time from the people who have just met me is, do I still know Vietnamese? And the answer is yes, I can speak it. And then the follow-up question is, can you write in it or just speak it? And I would say, yeah, I can write in it. So here's the true test. I'm about to write the address to shipping this to Vietnam. And whether it gets there or not really is the true test on if I still know it or not. So it's done. And we just gotta take it to the post office today. I've got to go and get some more tape to finish taping this up a little more securely, so if they do throw it around, it doesn't get busted and stuff fall out of it. We ran out of tape here. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new here, I'm glad you're here. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. Let me know what you think about the gift. If it's a good idea, if it's a bad idea. I think it's a pretty good idea, and we'll see how they like all the vitamins. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.